Hello everyone, my name is the Lego Kid 2003, and today we're playing Genshin Impact. Um, I was initially planning on playing Sonic Racing Crossworlds tonight, but my Switch is still being weird with the audio. Excuse me. So, yeah, I just kind of decided to switch gears, kind of change it up a little bit, and be like, you know what? I'm almost done with the 6.0 slash Luna 1 Archon quest. Let's just get it done. Let's just burn it through, get it done. Ding da ding. And yeah. Just get all that mess taken care of. And also I did like a very quick audio test for my Switch, and it's still the audio's still bit crushed, so I don't I want to be able to play Sonic Racing with good audio so you guys can hear the music, because trust me when I say it's really good. But showtime. And of course, you know me, Mr. Unprepared, we have to go into the pause menu and turn on the audio and da 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 da. Dun da da dun. We have Battle Pass stuff, what? What has happened? Oh, right, expeditions. That's right. Okay. Also, my left ear is clogged, so that's something fun that I personally get to deal with, which is kind of great. It's not really something that's gonna affect stream all that much, cause just whatever. But I just kind of wanted to throw that out there. And how annoying it is. Because, like, it was fine earlier this week, and then it, like, very briefly got better. Well, actually, not really, because, like, it slightly pops. The point is, my ear was fine earlier this week, and now it's freaking clogged. Probably because I'm a little bit worried about the fact I'm starting a new job tomorrow. Tomorrow when this goes live. So, that's probably it. I have read that, like, stress and worry and stuff like that does sometimes lead to, your ears getting clogged. So, it's alright. It is alright, because I'm here playing the video games with you guys. So, yeah. We're good. Oh, that's right. I talks to Columbine. I Columbina. Okay, so there's gonna be a new Selena Chronicles quest for me to do tomorrow. Got it. Got it. If you're late, the gist of the conversation with the damsel at Llama.
The Raker of Solnari. I've never heard that name before.
That concerns me. The fact you've never heard of Rare concerns me.
Let's keep this news confidential for the time being. It would only cause even more panic amongst the people of Nodcry.
That makes sense.
But if this Rarier is as you describe, he will be a truly formidable opponent if we try to take him on by our strength alone.
Yeah, things might be okay if everyone was willing to work together, but right now.
If you don't stick together, we'll be picked off one by one.
Exactly. Whatever the case, let's start by telling those we can get to join up about the crisis. As it happens, we have our own reasons to protect Notcry, but even if we didn't, we'd never leave people in the lurch. That ain't our style.
Yeah.
The Frostmoon Scions will stand with you to prevent this crisis as best we can.
Thank you.
In addition, I believe that the relationships between the various factions in this land are not cast in stone.
Does that mean we have to work with the
winds of
Fatui?
change are blowing, and we Scions have nowhere to run. Our faith, our sect, all of it is here. Whether our foe is the Fatui or this Raker, we must stand our ground and remain true to ourselves, even to the last.
Thank you.
Well, let's see. Speaking of allies, the Krumkake craft shop is the closest by, right? Enough is sure to help us.
Yeah. Because whether or not we can trust the Lightkeepers is kind of up in the air right now. Because we ended up finding out last episode that a bunch of the Wild Hunt hotspots have just been disappearing off the map, but seemingly by themselves. Like they weren't getting reported properly, and people were like, "Lightkeepers not doing their jobs." So yeah, it's a little bit up in the air if we can trust them as of right now. We'll just have to see. There's Ino in the Neath.
Friendly approach detected. We meet again.
Listen!
Hi.
We've got updates on the Wild Hunt situation.
And it's not good.
Threat level exceeds expectations.
Yep.
Phew, doesn't matter if he's a Rahira Solnari or Solari or whatever. One volley from my cannon, and he'll be blown to smithereens!
You're wondrously
You
confident.
fired it, right? If that isn't the kind of firepower that helps you sleep at night, I don't know what is. True, but the cannon only works against shambling monsters, right? What if Riri's super fast?
That's giving foreshadowing.
We'll just get enough to go grab him and tie him down. You're not taking this seriously at all, are you?
Probably not.
Anyways, firepower is not a concern. See those canisters over there? That's all concentrated Kubaki, which we'll be shipping to Nasha Town. More than enough ammo in there to blast that Fatui research facility to bits in a single shot. You sure have been looking forward to this battle, huh? Of course! This is gonna be the shot that shocks the world. All of Notcry, heck, all of Snezhnaya will know my name once we're through.
We'll continue to monitor the Wild Hunt movements.
Sure. Travel safe.
Never.
I know. There remains intel left unshared.
Oh, right. Yeah. Since you're investigating the Wild Hunt, something pretty weird's happened in Nasha Town. Should probably watch out for that once you're back.
Yeah,
Remember
sure.
that Sosi guy? The Ratnik in charge of firing the cannon?
He is.
He's been found dead in their organization's offices.
Dead?
Wait, what? Didn't we just see him, like, half a day ago?
Yeah, we literally just saw him.
Yeah. It's
Last
still in the
episode.
news. So, not many people are in the know. We were only informed because we'd worked together closely. And even then, only just now. I'll send Anafa over to Nashi Town with some flowers later. He seemed like a good guy. Didn't put on any airs despite being a superior officer either.
Yeah.
The data concurs. This gentleman appears to have been one of the most accomplished amongst the Lightkeepers Sergeant Majors.
Oh.
His character has also received commendation. Most would have lacked the motivation to fatally attack him.
Oh, that makes
Is Reverie actually afraid of the cannon?
Hey! What do you mean, actually?
Eh.
Either way, I'm not clued in on the details. Only Ratniki have been allowed on site to investigate the scene. You'll have to find some way in if you want to check it out for yourselves.
I guess.
Let's go then. You coming along, Inefa?
My tasks are incomplete. The last few batches of ammunition must be randomly inspected. You go ahead.
Alright.
I'll see you later.
And honestly, the way that Nefa phrased that is like, it's like when someone's trying to, actively trying to find a last second excuse to not do something. You're like, I have to walk my fish. Like, especially since she used the word randomly. Like, if it's random, then why did you have to do it in that specific moment when we just talked about investigating crime scene? Like, I don't know. Kinda sus. That was such a bad joke. I'm so sorry. Oh, my very existence has failed. Okay, let's get the left here. Head up. Cool. And then head over here.
This must be it. Oh, doesn't look like there's any chance of us getting in with that ratnik guarding the door, though. Should we go speak to the guard first?
Might as well try squeezing blood from a stone.
Oh, hey, Nefer.
Never. When did you?
I came over to take a look as soon as I received the news
With your
just now.
golden moon wheel.
I know, told you about this then?
Yeah, we'll be passing by the craft shop.
Before we start, shall we see if we've made the same guess?
Looks like the wild hunt is on the move.
Indeed. Quicker than we thought as well.
Oh,
Keep
yeah.
your eyes peeled for any clues once we get in. No need to jump to conclusions.
But how are we supposed to get in at all?
Just follow me.
I'm sorry, but we're not open to guests right now.
Sorry about that. They're here to investigate.
All of them?
The paperwork checks out.
Yes.
All right then. Enter.
Okay, that was very nice of them. Enter the Lightkeeper's office. All the way upstairs. The crime scene, you briefly relate the information about the Rahir of Solnari to Nefer. There's Sosie.
Paimon might have said this before, Nefer, but you sure do come prepared.
Shishich, my old friend. Fill us in, if you would.
Greetings. If you would allow me.
Okay.
The murder happened not long ago. The Sergeant Major was killed by a single piercing strike from a polearm. We have performed a preliminary sweep of the crime scene to facilitate investigation.
Okay.
No obvious signs of a violent struggle. No damaged doors or windows. The culprit must have used some other means to enter the room unopposed before performing the deed.
Entering unopposed. So, do you think there's a chance that the culprit would usually have right of entry?
It could have been Revere in disguise, like how he turned into Lumine.
At the moment, the most valuable lead we have is based on an eyewitness report from a nearby resident.
Oh.
Specifically, that Flins was seen entering and leaving this place in the time period when the crime most likely occurred.
Oh.
We have tried to contact him, but
That's
he
a
has not replied.
plot development.
Very odd indeed.
So,
Okay. I will agree that's odd.
right now,
Hold up. Putting...
To be honest, I'm not particularly inclined to believe that this was an inside
Hold
job.
on.
Flint's can come across a bit eccentric, but he does well in missions on the whole. He also had no disagreements with the sergeant major that we know of. So he
Yeah,
lacks the
so
motive to
there's
commit
no
such
motive.
a terrible crime.
Hold
But
up.
neither the eyewitness
Hold
report
up, hold
nor the
up,
nature
hold
of
up,
the fatal
hold
wound
up.
itself are in his favor. So we are looking for him at present.
Hold on here.
Looks like there's not much else to dig up here. Let's go outside and discuss what we've seen.
I agree, but what if Revere disguised himself as Flins to frame the real Flins, and then Revere as Flins killed Sosie? Because an eyewitness
So,
report did see
the evidence
someone who
points
looked like
to
Flins.
and he just so happens to have disappeared without a trace. A sticky situation
Walk in
indeed.
and out of the
We
building.
know that this Flint's could have been Rerir in disguise, but we lack the evidence to prove this to anyone else. Furthermore, Flint's has left us with many questions, all of which will require a reasonable explanation.
Yep.
yeah. He said he would report back to headquarters, but it seems he hasn't gone at all. What could he be doing?
Goodness knows. The first time I met Flint's, I did notice there was something odd about his lantern. Some power concealed within it. Now that I think about it, that power was somewhat similar to abyssal energies I've encountered before. Oh shoot. That is concerning. In the worst case scenario, Flint's might be an entirely fabricated entity. Oh boy.
Let's approach the issue this way. First, we must determine our culprit. Was it Flint's or Rerir in disguise?
It has to be the latter.
Yeah. What reason would Flint have to murder Sosie anyway?
Yeah, that was made. The
None,
real
as far as I
Flint's
know.
lacks
And even if
motive.
he had a motive, it would have been easier to do so out in the wild, rather than in Nasha Town.
Yeah. They would have often gone out on missions together. Plenty of chances there.
Even if it were Revere, though, his motives would be just as
Yes,
unclear.
but there's one thing worth noting here. Remember the intel we got back at the tavern? No one has ever seen a phantom that can take the form of other humans within the Wild Hunt. This means that he has been hesitant to abuse this ability, or allow it to become common knowledge, likely so that he could act in secret under other guises.
Possibly.
No matter what, borrowing identities comes with risks, right? What if you bump into the person you're imitating along the way?
That is true.
Precisely. In other words, his goal must have been worth the risk, similar to how he came in disguise to obtain the moon marrow. He likely knew then that the real Flins would not appear and get in his way during this time.
And why was he able to determine
We'd
that?
have to ask Flins ourselves, I'm afraid. But we shouldn't jump to any conclusions here. We can't discount the possibility that he might actually be the murderer himself. Not yet, at least.
Okay.
And there are other, less likely scenarios. For instance, Rarier may have already killed Flint's long ago, and been living as him for some time now.
Yeah, let's not think that. Either way, we have to find
Yes,
him.
that is our ticket to a breakthrough.
That is our
Find him before
keystone
the
event
lightkeepers
here.
do, or we might never see him again.
Steady now. Our friend should be back soon.
Friend?
We've tracked him down. To
Oh,
a beach north
him.
of Nasha Town. The Wild Hunt is present too, so we're putting a force together.
Hmm.
I'll have you know that this is top secret information I'm leaking here.
That's fine.
Don't worry. You'll receive a top-class reward in return. The beach is all yours. I'll stay and slow the Lightkeepers down. Things might go south if you bump into one another.
Oh, right. Before we go, should we reveal Rarier's secret?
Which
Since
one?
he's trying to keep it all hush-hush, why don't we just pull the curtains on his little trick? That'll teach him to sneak around pretending to be other people.
That might do more harm than good.
Hey, why are you laughing?
Oh, I was just imagining how satisfying that would feel. But I'm afraid this revelation would only stir up more chaos.
Yeah, because then everyone
Setting
would be
aside
pointing
the matter
fingers
of
at each other.
evidence, some may trust Flint's on our account, whereas others would suspect him on account of his behavior. Tossing him into a swirling tumult of public opinion like that might just give Rarier more opportunities to capitalize on.
And then that.
And think about it. Once people learn that he can masquerade as those they trust, would they continue to welcome friends into their homes with such open hearts?
Yeah, exactly my
And
point.
ease grips the hearts of those in Nasha Town already. We should avoid throwing more fuel onto the fire.
Yeah, you're right. You've really thought of everything, huh? Nothing for it then. We've just gotta find Flint.
Excuse me.
Indeed. But just in case, let me stress once more. We should neither be excessively afraid of Rarier, nor trust in Flint's too lightly. This light source is of special Lightkeeper design. It provides illumination within Wild Hunt anomalies, and can briefly dispel the abyssal fog within.
All right.
Nice.
We'll have to deal with that mess too. Yeah, this will be important. Thanks a bunch, Nefer.
Gracias, Nefer.
You're welcome. I've charged it to your account, by the way.
Hey, you!
Nefer. Nefer, why? Why would you charge it to our account? Whatever, Mayday. Hold on, I have to text boyfriend.
Those memories. So dark.
Okay, in all honesty, now that I've watched this special program, I'm just imagining, like, what my OC would, like, what my mannequin, what my mannequin mannequin would look like, and just me walking around as said mannequin. I'm gonna switch over to Ether for the immersion. Yeah, commission, whatever. Everything's ever so slightly tinged with purple. I'll get some nocturnal blossoms.
Whoa!
Alright, investigate.
Really rolling in. Quick, grab the light source. Is that a lightkeeper's lantern? Is there someone up ahead? Come on, let's go see.
Not happening.
Into the wind.
Yay!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
No. You're not allowed to exist in my presence. Wait. There we go.
This monster was lurking near the lamp. That must have been a planned ambush. We're not falling for that again. There's something inside it. Some small device. Huh? Why isn't it giving off light anymore? Is it broken? Oh, we better take it with us.
Okay, proceed deeper. There's a pretty red floating thing. Oh wait, no, that's a Kuvaki dealio.
A fight took place here. Did Flins leave these marks?
Maybe? I don't know.
Is someone there? Please, help me.
Isn't that Flins' voice? Did you hear that?
I think that was. Nope, ignore him.
More baddies!
Don't care. Oh, we have to fight them. Do we actually have to? Do we actually have to fight them for plot? Is that actually what they're having us do?
Everybody stand back!
Ugh.
As one
Fighting them is such a chore, though. Yeah, the drops are cool and useful and cool, but... noises... Whoa.
We'll be in trouble if these spooky shadows touch us! Quick, use the lantern!
Ghostly shadows haunt this area of the Wild Hunts. If you come into contact with too many, you'll be lost to the black mist forever, so be careful. Continuously shine the light from Nefer's lamp on the ghostly shadows to dispel them before they get too close. Looks like they're all mainly in this direction. Piece by piece. Step by high. Wait. Approach you. I just want to like get rid of these guys and like piece by piece. So get rid of that one. That one's looking at me funny, so let's get rid of this one. There. And there's one more over here. Now. There's none behind me, it's just this one up here. Where I'm supposed to go. Your puppy guarding that point. Lame. You know what? It's fine. Get over here. Come on, come here. Yeah. And I'm free. First try, we're amazing. Whoa, cutscene. Fey language. Whoa. Okay, cool. Looks like Flint's just got one shot. Oh gosh.
Mine from the first.
It is hereby permanently relinquished. Yeah!
Again.
It's me!
What the? It's stronger than before.
It's a toss. Give it to us. Yeah. And then we just absorb the abyssal energy. Yay.
It escaped again. This situation speaks for itself, I presume.
I guess so.
So, you were tangling with Rara out here all by yourself.
Yeah, taking on a Sinner Conria is pretty ballsy.
The Wild Hunt has a name of his own.
Let's find a spot to rest first.
Yeah, you don't look so good.
Sorry you had to see me like this. All the same, you have my sincere thanks for your aid. To think you had the power to so easily cleanse the filth staining the lantern, which tormented me so. Might I ask what magic that was? Or whose pupil you are? I believe I might have saved some face had I mastered just a fraction of such abilities.
I don't understand it either. Just my constitution, I think.
And an enviable constitution it is. A pity that such abilities cannot be acquired.
Even if they could, I don't know how.
Abyssal power just burst out of your lantern anyway.
That is a long story. Many moons ago, when on Wild Hunt clearance duty, I shattered one of its cores only for a special crystalline object to fall out. I sensed a power surging within it that was at once familiar yet strangely illusory. I freely confess to being an avid collector of ancient gems, coins, and other curios. And curiosity it was that had me store this crystal inside my lantern. Afterwards, I wound up collecting a few more such crystals quite by accident, and discovered that they could merge into a single piece without my prompting. Though my understanding ends there. It was only recently that they began slowly emitting abyssal energy, which could neither be dispelled nor weakened.
Is that what Rarer claimed belonged to him? That must be what he's after then!
I concur. And here's the kicker. Before he was exceedingly weak. In fact, I've already beaten him several times, though I could not destroy him completely. But I noticed while engaging him that the crystal fragment would restrict my powers. As such, it occurred to me that I should hide it rather than tangle with him any longer.
Probably a good idea.
Unless he has proved most fixated upon this fragment. And for some reason, his strength has grown by leaps and bounds since I last encountered him.
If this object is contaminated by the abyss, then why carry it on your person?
And where, might I ask, would it be safe? Or do you think it wiser I threw it away?
Good point.
Were our places switched, would you discard it? Knowing that its perilous might was beyond your ability to counteract, yet capable of causing greater harm should it lie beyond your grasp.
Probably not.
Yeah, throwing it away would mean giving the bad guy what he wants. But exposing yourself to its corrosion and growing weaker by the day, that sounds super dangerous too.
Only those who shoulder risks are qualified to welcome in the turning of the tide. Those who flee when troubles come are nothing more than deserters. Though I shan't deny that I have your fortuitous arrival and most outstanding assistance to thank for my continued ability to speak such platitudes. Either way, it seems this fragment is now utterly still. That must have made it useless to Rerir. I doubt he would have retreated so readily otherwise. I imagine this wasn't the only reason you came looking for me, though.
Shoot.
Well,
he caught us immediately.
I see.
Can you think of a reason why Rerir would try to frame you?
To use the Lightkeepers to find me, I suspect. I did not inform anyone of my true whereabouts, so he should have had more difficulty tracking me down. They alone have the ability to quickly pinpoint my position. Our Sergeant Major has a Kuvaki-powered device that can be used to detect others who bear a lantern. They usually don't pay my whereabouts much mind unless they absolutely must find me.
Well, now they do.
You mean this thing?
Yes. Where did you pick this up?
Few feet ago.
Inside a lantern when we first charged into the Wild Hunt anomaly.
It must belong to a Ratnik dispatched to investigate the area, who, it seems, dropped everything and fled the moment they saw the Wild Hunt massing to strike. Well, at least they're not dead.
How do you know?
Guess it's not surprising how they found you so fast then. But if Rerir could have shapeshifted into Sosi, why didn't he just use that Kavaki device to find you himself?
Were he to use it, that device would likely fail to act as it should, owing to abyssal interference.
Fair enough.
Guess that explains it.
So not only is this Rerir ruthless, but a purveyor of dirty tricks too.
Seems like it.
You might not be familiar with Sergeant Major Sosi, but he put his heart and soul into every mission. Our deployments are subject to orders from headquarters, and his orders were to be stationed long-term in Nasha Town. As such, he was very seldom able to go back and visit his family. He worked so hard, seeking to produce excellent results that might convince them to transfer him out.
Oh.
But every year they would say, wait a little longer. Wait a little longer. he often wondered if it was because he was lacking somehow. In truth, everyone had nothing but the highest praise for him. But good work does not always lead to good outcomes. The higher-ups would think, he's doing great where he is. Let him stay there forever. A most convenient choice for them, at least. Whereas his subordinates would think, wouldn't it be a shame if we were to lose such a talented, easygoing boss? So he waited. And he waited. Until the world closed its eyes in the depths of the night, and a lantern was slowly lit for him alone, that no one could see.
It's a tragic story.
One that has played out many times throughout history. Another reason to take this Rereer's head.
Oh gosh.
Oh. At least we now know that he's looking for these fragments inside Wild Hunt anomalies.
And yet, what did the Sergeant Major have to do with any of this? Why did he have to die?
Could Rarer be angry that the Canon Sosi set up the fire, destroyed the fragments he wanted to collect?
Ooh, fair.
Could you take me to the scene of the crime?
Probably, but you are a suspect.
We shall just have to exercise some discretion then. Come on. Let us be on our way.
Return to the crime scene in Nasha Town, despite it being a really bad idea. I'm gonna teleport up here and then walk/sprint the rest of the way. Because I just feel like that's a better idea than teleporting into Nasha Town, walking around, climbing, and da-da-da. It's just faster if I do it like that. Bam. I should have
I understand the
used
situation
Traveler
more or
for
less.
smooth.
Much has
That's
happened,
late.
I see. Either way, I suppose we were lucky not to receive a warm welcome on the way over here. It seems my fellow Lightkeepers do not wish to make this case public just yet.
Yeah. Guess Nasha Town's already been enough of a mess lately.
Oh, yeah.
Let's stop here. Any further and the Ratniki might detect us. Since you two can enter, I'll have to request that you kindly pick me up once you're inside.
Yeah, sure.
Oh? And how are we supposed to do that?
Yeah, that is kind of a point of curiosity.
You'll know when the time comes. See you later.
Okay, see ya.
Still acting all mysterious. But he seemed pretty confident, so guess we gotta trust him.
Yep. What's up?
Hello.
Ah, you're the special assistants for this investigation, right?
Yep, that's us.
Sorry, I know it's a bit late, but there's a couple things we'd like to take a look at.
Well, you're just in time. We're basically done investigating the crime scene. All that's left is to finish writing up some records. then properly dispose of Sergeant Major Sosie's remains. If there's anything else you'd like to look into, this is your last chance to do so.
Find anything new?
Sadly, no. The motive behind the killing remains a mystery. And while we somehow managed to get news of Flint's, an unexpected accident caused us to miss him. But considering that Nefer from the Curatorium of Secrets came forward to help investigate, I have no doubt that a breakthrough's not far off.
Got it. Expert use of delaying tactics on her part. Excellent work. Indeed.
We'll do our part too. Alright, we're going in. See you later.
Alright. Also, I'm just messing with the Beyblade launcher. I was at a tournament yesterday, and I got 4th place. I'm very proud of myself for it. In full honesty, I'm happy with that 4th. I good work on me.
We're in. Thanks to Nefer's reputation, once again.
Yepers.
But we still know nothing about how Flint's is gonna enter, or how we'll pick him up. Never mind how we'll leave later on. Something the matter?
There's a strange light by the window.
Huh. That looks like Flint's lantern. But where is he exactly?
Oh, that's right. He can go inside his lantern. I forgot.
Well, we've got the lantern. What now? Oh, Paimon almost screamed out loud. You never said you could do magic like that.
Now that's what I call going incognito.
This lantern may have a rather peculiar shape, but so long as it doesn't glow, it won't stand out in the dark. I calculated that you would have already entered, so I chose a spot visible from the window before using light to send you a signal.
That doesn't explain how you got inside the
You're both
lantern.
sharp-eyed and on the ball.
Thank you.
The perks of being veteran adventurers, huh?
What you just did, surely that can't be accomplished through elemental power alone.
Your composure is more impressive still. You're right. That required a little trick of my own. But let us leave such trivial topics for a more relaxed moment. Our time is limited after all.
Ugh, fine.
Just as I thought. Come, try sensing it yourself.
It's very faint, but there's some residual power near the wound that feels identical to the abyssal energy that surged from Flint's lantern. That basically confirms that it was Revere.
Identical powers must flow from the same source. It was the wild hunt, then, that took my form and killed the Sergeant Major.
It was the
why do
Rehir
this?
Solnari.
To sow chaos by depriving the Lightkeepers of one of their commanders?
Logical.
If the Wild Hunt's true form is powerful enough to stand against the world as you claim, I fear not even the full force of Lightkeepers could stand against him, let alone the handful of us stationed in Noshatown.
I mean, he is one of
You
the
would have no
5
reason
sinners
whatsoever
of
to pick
Conria.
quarrels with individual ants. Let's look again more closely. We must leave no stone unturned.
They said that the crime scene investigation is already complete. There should no longer be a need to keep the place exactly as is.
That makes things simpler. In that case, allow me to disturb the fallen. May the ghost flame guide your spirit. May you rest in peace.
However, despite a very thorough search, few new clues emerged.
When we fought, he seemed like quite a reckless foe. Certainly not the meticulous mastermind type. Yet here we are, grappling with this enigma he has left us.
Yeah.
If we can't get any leads, we might have to go back and find Nefer.
Yep.
Oh, the longer we're stuck here, the likelier he is to achieve his goal. Ugh, this is so frustrating.
I know. Is that all? Have we really tried every angle? Found every clue? Paimon, look at the flashing light on his arm.
You mean this?
I'm not well versed in machinery, but that means his mechanical arm is malfunctioning, right? It might have been broken in combat.
Possibly.
That's not right. Paimon remembers this signal. We saw it before while repairing the cannon.
Wait!
It doesn't mean that the components
Maintenance.
are damaged. It just means that they're due for regular maintenance. So the device has stopped operating.
There we are.
But the real problem is that
When we were fixing the cannon, his arm was working just fine.
yeah, he even helped us find the maintenance port.
Yeah.
It could still be a coincidence, but considering it hasn't been long at all since we were repairing that cannon.
The Sosi you met could have been Rerir in disguise. In other words, he played the Sergeant Major before disguising himself as me.
Indeed.
That's right. If only there were some way to prove it.
If something needed maintenance, you'd go register it with Nasha Town's repairman.
You mean Hintsa?
Yeah,
Sure
that guy.
talked with him once at the tavern, but it's so late. Guess it'll have to wait till tomorrow.
I know where he lives. The situation is critical, so let us now take up the role of uninvited guests ourselves.
Fine. Doesn't seem polite, but we don't have
yes.
much choice.
And one more thing. Remember to pick me up by the window.
Yep, and away he goes again. Leave the room without trouble and start heading towards Hinsa's residence. I guess we're giving him a visit. Ugh. Yes, Ascendant Gleam, we're aware. Galapina gave us a boost.
Oh, it's you two. I'm
Yo.
Flins. Given the hour, I guess it must be an emergency.
More or less.
It is indeed. Our sincerest apologies for interrupting your rest. We are investigating a certain matter in connection with Sergeant Major Sosi. We'd like to know if he has sent you a request for maintenance to be performed on his mechanical arm.
Sosi. Oh, so the rumors I heard, are they true?
Yes, but don't say anything.
You know what? Forget it. I'm sure it's complicated. No further questions from me. Just a moment. I need to check my records.
Thank
Cool.
you for your understanding.
Got it. 8 days ago, he came to request a round of regular maintenance. But as it happened, I had run out of the required components. His mechanical arm is especially sophisticated, having been designed by Aino personally. The parts, too, could only be made by her. As such, they usually take several days to arrive. In fact, this time, he even asked me if we could push his request forward.
Makes sense.
And I understood, completely. Not being able to use your hand, that's rough for anyone. But even more so if your job involves fighting out in the wild. So I did my best to convince Aino to rush the job. And eventually, the parts arrived. 3 days ago, if I remember correctly. I sent word to the Lightkeepers immediately, but he never showed up. I assumed he was just out on some mission or other. What's with those faces? Everything all right?
You've provided us with some very crucial information, Hinza. You have our thanks. We can't make everything public yet, but once our investigation is complete, I will return to thank you and provide an explanation on behalf of all the Lightkeepers.
No worries. Just glad I could help.
Okay, so yeah, that more or less confirms that Ruggiero has been disguising himself as
Good night.
Sosi for a little bit. He's been doing this for
It seems that it
for
is
a
as
little.
we guessed. The Sergeant Major Sosi you encountered while repairing the cannon was actually Rerir in disguise.
Yep.
8 days ago, he had yet to act. But at some point after that, he attacked and imprisoned the Sergeant Major. With the immense gap in strength between them, the job was finished in a single blow. And thus Rerir had no opportunity to discover the malfunctioning mechanical arm. Perhaps his mastery of shapeshifting extends only to outward form, and not therefore to complex internal mechanisms. Hence his oversight of the uniquely mechanical traits of the Sergeant Major's arm, and in turn, this flaw in his disguise.
Yeah. It's actually really cool that, like, the level of foreshadowing that this quest had, because us repairing the cannon foreshadowed this.
Still seems like there's a lot of guesswork involved here, but it mostly makes sense.
That means that the only thing he did as Sosi was fire the cannon.
This also has me stumped for the moment. The cannon has always been used to destroy the Wild Hunt, and it works as intended. But how would that help Rerir exactly? Assuming he plans to collect the fragments within Wild Hunt anomalies, firing the cannon works against him, since it would blast those fragments to smithereens.
Maybe it has something to do with the Kubaki?
So we solved one mystery, only to dig up another.
Hey, now we're getting closer.
This is getting Paimon kind of down. And sleepy too.
We've been on edge for too long, it seems.
Yes, I'd say it is high time we took a break. Seems like there's a lot left to investigate.
Hopefully we can investigate
We'll
that all in
have
an
to fight
hour or
Rerir
less.
eventually. And we'll do a poor job if we're not well rested.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Totally get some sleep first.
Want to rest a day in Nasha Town? Your residence is quite far away.
A reasonable suggestion. I have no doubt that my quarters have been turned inside out by now, at any rate.
Yeah.
My colleagues have never failed to live up to my expectations of their discourtesy.
Well, guess we'll just have to pick you up as usual.
That would be good, yes.
Yep.
Feel free to put the room costs on my tab.
Oh, gracious. Oh, yeah, that sound was the mail coming in from the daily check-in on the Hoya Lab app thing. I'll grab that later. Come on now. You can do it. There we go.
Phew, back inside. We can finally take a breather. Okay, Paimon. In and out.
Yeah.
I suppose we could all take a moment to unwind. As I recall, our first meeting took place not far from here. Ah, the nostalgia. Had you already sensed the unique power within my lantern at that time?
Yes, which is why I asked you to give it to me.
I see. Words truly do fail to capture your superlative insight.
We're special.
Fortunate then that abyssal energy was only leaking from the fragment in minuscule amounts when we first met. Or I might have been in for a real interrogation.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Hard to say how that would have played out. We've had a whole bunch of unpleasant run-ins with the Abyss.
Revere seems fixated on you, and you on him.
You mean to ask why I'm going this far to oppose him? Well, as a light keeper, I'd say I'm simply doing my job.
Come on, don't play games with me.
Yeah! You're covered in more mysteries than Paimon could shake a skewer at. You can't just get out of explaining yourself by making lame excuses.
Yeah.
All right. I suppose I do owe you some honesty, whether out of gratitude or the need to build trust. Your deductions have been quite correct. Should one wish to conceal oneself within a lantern, elemental power alone is not enough.
Yep.
You know humans well, and naturally you understand their limits.
More or less.
But some things that humans would consider difficult are quite normal in the eyes of non-humans.
So you're definitely not human.
So, you mean you're one of the
You're
latter?
speaking, the
Have
subtitles
you
were
heard
denoting
how
Fey
Spanish
language,
Nile
is
was once
so...
the realm of the Fey?
Yep.
Their place is no longer within
You're a
our kingdom,
Fey.
but they still exist, as evidenced by the fact that I am standing before you.
We've heard some scattered legends, but that's all Paimon thought there was to it.
Yeah.
I once turned my heart toward humanity, and thus did I experience loss. I once labored and did much, and put an end to my tale with my own hands. When you realize you are floating in the middle of a vast ocean, you cannot help but feel that swimming in any direction would be equally meaningless. Would it not be better, then, to simply sink? But before I could sink to truly lightless depths, chance had it that I should be awakened by a band of Ratniki. They were facing a horde of abyssal monsters, and could not last against such a disparity in strength. Yet none fled. Those who dwell in darkness for long enough become exceedingly sensitive to all light. And the first light I saw upon awakening was that which shone from their eyes.
Is that why you chose to help them?
That would make sense.
Perhaps I was moved by their valor. Perhaps I simply saw my past self in them, and was moved to action for the first time in a long, long while. But I was freshly awoken, and my powers were limited. I could not prevent casualties altogether. The survivors and I buried the fallen heroes. That was the origin of the Final Night Cemetery.
And that's why you chose to become a Lightkeeper.
Well,
And also why you
not
spend so
exactly.
much time at that cemetery.
I was just more familiar with them. So joining up seemed the most convenient way to experience human life.
Doesn't sound too believable.
Well, I believe it. Besides, I'm well past the age when one might believe in things that must be done. Nonetheless, there are still some things I will not allow to happen. The chaos that Rerir has been stirring up is one of them. Tomorrow I shall go and check our records to see if I can find any connection between the Wild Hunt, Rerir, and the Cannon.
Will you need us to get you where you need to be?
Oh, I'll be fine. I keep a backup copy at my residence in case of emergencies.
Oh.
You even go back there right now? Won't there be Ratniki watching it?
Probably.
Thanks for the reminder. I believe they'll have checked my place, but they won't have stayed. All things are ranked according to their priority, and we lack the manpower for such an open-ended stakeout. And
I
even if
guess.
someone is waiting, I have ways around that. I am the master of my own house, after all.
Alright then, we'll trust you. We sure ended up chatting for a while, huh? I'm super tired now. But, you know, feels like we can breathe easier now that we know you better.
And, you know what you are.
I didn't take you.
Sorry, I was
pretty
still
cautiously.
silent. I was like trying to listen to
Anyway, I
this and
hope
read
you'll help
a
me keep
webcomic at
this
the
a
same time.
secret.
It was
I
great.
prefer others not to know
Dividing
about
my attention
past
like
unless
that.
strictly necessary. Nor do I want to attract more trouble on account of being a fae.
Don't worry, I won't say a thing.
Paimon's lips are sealed too.
You sure?
All right. Thanks again for your help. Good night, you two.
Good night. Not saying goodnight to you guys yet, because we still have about an hour left.
Finally, we can rest. Let's go get some sleep. There's tons to do tomorrow.
The ashen white border burns. Primo check. Boo. I was kind of hoping that we could get get Flins like last second, but I guess not.
So much noise. What's going on this time?
No idea. Why are there so many people?
Hey! Where's Flins? Is he here, or isn't he?
People are trying to
We would
sleep.
be most obliged if you would pipe down a little, dear guest. Our other guests are resting.
Resting? We're all about to be done for, and you're talking about rest?
Yes.
Flins is a wild hunt shapeshifter, here to deceive us all! If we don't get rid of him now, there'll be no end to this!
Like how there's no end to your
You gotta
chattering.
give him up. If anything happens, your business here is done for. You want that, huh?
Or are you in cahoots with him? You with the wild hunt too, huh?
What happened?
I wish I was in the game so I could smack all. Because even though I do get very little sleep nowadays, I still very much value the sleep I am able to get.
What do you mean?
They clearly know something. Why else would they be talking about a wild hunt shapeshifter?
This is so confusing. What do we do? These people are no match for Flint's, but they're super heated right now.
Oh yeah.
It's not like all the unusual stuff about him will make it any easier to explain either.
Let's go buy some time.
Okay.
Hey! Let us in now!
Close your mouth now.
My apologies. My
I can
apologies.
smell your breath through the screen. Did you brush your teeth?
Calm down, everyone.
What in Tevat is the meaning of this racket? Are you intent on depriving both the Voynich Guild and the Curatorium of Secrets of even a moment's rest? Boss, do we really have to entertain people who don't respect the rules? Call a few of your boys and have them thrown out.
Please.
And what hole did you crawl out of?
A watering hole, of course. The one you've just disturbed. A place to get a moment's respite from all the recent unhappiness, and to escape from all this talk of the wild hunt, or strange ghosts and phantoms.
And you disturbed
Who'd
it.
have guessed
Thanks.
people like you would come bursting in, shrieking louder than any ghoul.
This is a matter of utmost importance. We've got solid evidence. All we need now is to confront Flint's face to face.
And what we need is sleep.
Exactly. And you sure don't look like an impartial party either, Nefer.
Oh, don't I now? How about this then, boss? Let them do their search. If they find their man, they can have their little chat. But if they don't, then they owe everyone here an apology, as well as compensation for all the racket they've caused.
A million more each.
Wait, it's...
All right. I suppose that's the only way. If we don't let them in now, they'll be back sooner or later. What a mess.
Oh, alright then.
Well, I'd say that sounds like an impartial proposal. What say you? Or are you suddenly unsure of yourselves?
Come on, everyone! Move it!
Wrong direction.
No sign of Flint.
Good. Get out.
But how can that be? Hasn't he always stayed here?
Done searching, are we? Guess it's time to uphold your end of the bargain, huh?
Huh. Well, that was satisfying. After teaching the group a harsh lesson never finally lets them go.
So, Paimon, you've been waiting to ask me something, haven't you?
Possibly.
Yeah, how did they even find us here?
My inside man with the Lightkeepers informed me that you paid the crime scene a late-night visit. I surmise that you must have rendezvoused with Flins and obtained some new information. Then, early this morning, a group of people gathered at the town gates, news spreading amongst them that the Wild Hunt could disguise itself by taking on familiar faces.
Yeah, goodness knows how
Everyone
that
started
info got
throwing out the names of possible suspects. No one seemingly was exempt. And amidst it all, Flints's name started gaining more and more traction. I'm sure his solitary lifestyle may have played a part, but I wouldn't discount Rerir throwing fuel on the fire in secret.
Very true.
Did Flint make his escape after hearing about this?
That's what I'd do if I was him.
And that's where I, Yehoda, the
Well.
quick-witted, fleet-footed backbone of the Curatorium, got my chance to shine. While everyone was super focused on the argument in the main hall, I alone noticed an opening.
I got her to climb up to a window to help Flints out, only for her to return with nothing but a lantern.
Aw, come on, boss. I was just getting started.
We initially intended to bring Flints back to the Curatorium and wait those people out, but I never expected this to be all that was left. I imagine, though, that he wouldn't have left something that was so seemingly important to him behind.
Might he intend to come back and get it later? Maybe. I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure Flint himself
Well,
is
out of harm's way
bigger for them.
now, so that's super important, right?
Oh?
What Paimon needs to say is, we've got lots of new intel to share.
Yeah.
All right, then. Yehoda, contact the others. We're going to need all hands on deck. Let's have this discussion over at my place.
Sure. Alright, let's swing on to the Curatorium. Switching to Traveler for the immersion.
see. So Flint's has a fragment taken from within a wild hunt anomaly.
Hello.
Is he gonna be okay now that he's on his own again?
Earlier, he said that the fragment had gone still, so it's probably of no use to Rare now.
In that case, Rerir shouldn't have any reason to keep pursuing him, right? So, was all that ruckus back at the flagship just an act of spite? Or what?
If I were him, I would have simply turned my attention to collecting other fragments.
A reasonable course of action. Remember what we heard back at the tavern? The actual number of wild hunt anomalies destroyed has been greater than Lightkeeper records would indicate.
So something tells me
Some of
Rerir.
these must have been Rerir's doing.
Yeah.
He must have been seeking more fragments.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
This much is pretty easy to understand, but why would he pretend to be Soci and put so much effort into getting the cannon up and running again?
That is kind of something we keep circling back to.
Because that'd be more efficient than having to clear anomalies himself.
Flint, here's the thing. Flint's mentioned that if the cannon were fired at the wild hunts, the fragments would be blasted into oblivion too.
Yeah, I'm confident that the ammo we're packing has the oomph to do that. But I am a mechanic after all. For me, test data and their conclusions speak loudest. Ooh, why don't we find a few of those fragments ourselves and use Kuvaki to carry out a little experiment?
Not opposed to the idea.
Could certainly accommodate such a test.
In other words, we gotta destroy a couple of anomalies and collect fragments from them, right?
Lightkeeper operations have just about ceased following the Sergeant Major's passing. Meanwhile, the wild hunt continues to grow in scale by the day. I fear only we can keep the situation under control now.
Yeah.
And we must act fast. Paimon's got a bad feeling about this.
I do too.
A feeling we all share, I'm afraid.
The fragments, the cannon, Kuvaki, Rerir, the abyss. There must be some thread linking all these factors together. Ugh, but what is it? Besides, is getting revenge on Flins truly Revir's sole aim? Yeah. If you guys remember in the special program, Revir looked a lot different than when he did when we first saw him here. Like, he actually had an appearance. It wasn't just like a silhouette type deal. So, either something happens to him in between our conquests, or we're about to find out why he looks the way he does in the special program. One of the two. We're missing some decisive connection here, but we're running out of time.
There are 3 wild hunt sites that must be dealt with urgently. But I believe we have the capacity to handle it.
Since that's the case, I'd like to investigate something on the Lightkeepers one more time.
Works for me. And Nefa and I will take our workshop assistants to deal with one of the sites.
The Curatorium will handle another.
And we Frostmoon Scions shall deal with the remaining one.
Gotcha. I'm still pretty sure that's a piercing.
Paimon didn't think she'd ever get to see everyone here carrying out a plan together like this.
Also, taking a
Never
side.
mind you. This is a first for me, too.
Let's head out then. We'll meet back up at my lab with the fragments.
If you run into Rerir, he's grown stronger. He's grown stronger since the last chapter.
Understood.
Time is of the essence now. Our foe could make his next move at any moment, so we must stay in contact with one another.
Gotcha. Stay safe, everyone.
Please. And again, any of you see Rerir, fight him. He will die.
Huh. Anyone lantern? Has Flins dropped by already?
Oh, he probably already
Considering
reformed.
what you said earlier, you know where we're going next, right?
Yep. Let's go talk to Flins. Let's go say hi to ho. Yeah. Okay. This way.
Oh, no one's guarding this place, just like he said. But, oh, where do we find the information he mentioned?
Goodness knows. Oh, well, there's Flins.
This way. Let's move. We're running out of time.
Yep.
Ah, there you are. Okay, let's split up and make this happen.
Yeah.
Or not. How are we supposed to read through this many files?
Yeah, this
Difficult,
might be.
yes, but it is also our most efficient option.
I guess.
To expose the true intentions of this Rerir, we need to dive into Nodcry's history.
Yeah, I have no choice.
Hope we don't land on our heads then. Ah! Ghost!
Hmm? What's the matter?
That file suddenly moved by itself. This is a graveyard, right, Flint? Do these things just gotta happen?
Many strange things happen here, but this is not one of them.
Oh.
But that file really did move by itself. Hey, come out! Don't scare Paimon like that.
I don't sense anything.
Wild Hunt Phenomenolog?
Hey, another file's moving.
Title 2.
Are we being given hints? I feel no hostility. On the contrary, it seems we're being aided somehow.
Yeah.
Really? Hey, seriously, another one? Okay then. Paimon will read this one.
So it's like there's some kind of doing us outside help, the exact files that I need. There's definitely help.
Phew. Finally finished. Oh, Paimon sure could use a long break from long words now. Hope she can remember it all.
Yeah, don't hold your breath.
The material I've read through has all been about past Wild Hunt incidents of enormous scale. What about you?
Pretty much the same here.
Paimon as well. Guess that makes 3 of us.
Whatever this is, it seems to want us to notice something. Let's bring our files together and give them another look through.
Alright, Paimon will go fetch hers. All these incidents look pretty different.
Wait. I've noticed something. Before the occurrence of these huge Wild Hunt events, a smaller scale one would erupt in the exact same location.
Interesting.
And look, all these smaller scale Wild Hunt site reports share a common outcome.
They'd be detected, but would go inactive before any forces could be sent to deal with them. They could then be sealed directly using a tide seal stone. Huh? But why?
Was Revere actively clearing these sites?
Some of these records are too old. I doubt he had regained the ability to act freely yet. or we would have met long ago.
Okay.
And here's another similarity. Kuvaki and nearby soil completely drained. Could this be important somehow?
Probably.
Kuvaki and the Wild Hunt are mutually opposed forces. We Lightkeepers previously believed that these small Wild Hunt sites would temporarily go inactive due to being neutralized by the Kuvaki present in the soil. But now that we've synthesized all this data, there is a key issue this hypothesis cannot explain.
If the Wild Hunt power had been neutralized, why would large scale occur afterwards?
Indeed. Despite the name, I would not call a Tide Seal Stone's sealing powers watertight exactly. But for it to fail and the situation to deteriorate in such short order.
Yeah. Something's not quite right here.
Paimon feels like she's almost got it.
The Wild Hunt was not suppressed by Kuvaki, it became stronger. And Rear wants to use Aino's cannon, that is also been using Kuvaki. Could it be he could use Kuvaki?
Yes, that might be it. It could be that when Kuvaki and Abyssal energies meet, the stronger side will suppress the weaker one.
Oh, which means if he tries to absorb Kuvaki, he'll get stronger.
And while Kuvaki can indeed destroy small-scale Wild Hunt
Oh,
anomalies,
no.
should Rerir be strong enough, the Kuvaki might be his for the taking instead.
That's not good.
Paimon kinda gets where we're going with this.
The Abyss always seeks to corrupt. This is just like the Abyss threat the ancient dragons faced.
What are you referring to?
Maybe we learned some things, man.
We had a real close encounter with the Abyss in Netland. It's a force that tries to taint everything. It's hard to explain in detail, but basically, your reasoning makes sense.
So Rerir also grew stronger on account of the cannon being fired?
Was there a gap between him pretending to be Sergeant Major Sosi and the cannon being fired?
Possibly?
There was. Aino needed to make some adjustments after we finished those repairs. Rerir, disguised as Sosi, left at that point. Leaving him more than enough time to shapeshift into you, return to the Lightkeeper's office and set up the crime scene, before heading over to the cannon's target area and absorbing the Kuvaki.
It all makes sense. And all that just for the fragment I had with me.
Pretty much.
It begs the question, what makes it so special that he needs it so badly?
Still a mystery. Uh-oh.
That's odd. We shouldn't have any guests. I'll go take a look.
Probably.
Ah, it's an ibis.
Probably a message from Lauma.
It's carrying a letter! Ooh, Lala must have sent it. She can speak to little animals.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Yeah, let's take a
Situation urgent. The cannon began operating shortly after we left Nasha Town and is preparing to fire.
Oh no.
It is locked on to Star Sand Shoal. Please return to Nasha Town and assist with all haste. Lauma.
Oh no.
That's gotta be Rerir's doing. But why is he using the cannon again?
Oh
Did he already fire it once before?
Oh, we gotta hurry.
No time for speculation. He's already made his preparations. If you recall, his body was incomplete when we last met. If this bombardment continues to increase his strength, he might regain his complete form.
A complete sinner.
What should we do? There's no way we're getting back to Nasha Town in time.
We'll just have to trust them.
Let's go to the cannon's target site. That's where we should find Rerir, and that's where we'll stop him. One moment. Just let me get this news to Lauma. Nasha Town is in their hands now.
Probably a good idea to let Nefa know, just in case they haven't already figured it out. Put two and two together.
Go!
Alright, let's head to Star Sand.
You're here, as expected.
Humans, you never change. Always trying to use powers you neither comprehend nor control. But it is also thanks to you that I found a way to return.
You've messed with the cannon again, huh? Sorry, but this round's not gonna go your way.
Such faith in your companions. Will the inhabitants of Nasha Town understand why they wish to stop the cannon? I think not. When all they see is the wild hunt surging up everywhere they look, the cannon must seem like their only lifeline. This is the truth I have revealed to them.
So that's why they riled them all up. You were firing the cannon.
They did this all of their own volition. The zealous worship of power leads only to annihilation of equally zealous proportions. True power does not heed the commands of the weak.
You were waiting for us to leave Nasha Town then.
Of course. I imagine the one you call Aino would have managed to stop the cannon otherwise. Shame, then, that you proved one step too slow. And therefore, the townspeople will bar the path of all who seek to stop the cannon. And your kind-hearted, weak companions have not the stomach to deal with them. The cannon will not be stopped now.
Well, sir, you look most pleased with yourself. In that case, before you put us out of our misery, I would like to ask you a question, if I may.
Bold?
See this fragment? It once haunted your dreams, but now it seems useless to you. What is it exactly?
I think that's what we're all wondering, so good question.
That is my corpse.
Ew.
Sorry, what?
My body was once torn into countless pieces and hurled into the swirling chaos of time itself. But even so, my life and will were not extinguished. Every last fragment calls to me. Sooner or later, they shall welcome my return.
What are you even saying?
So the terror of the wild hunt was in fact caused by scattered pieces of your corpse. I guess they don't call you one of the 5 sinners for nothing.
Seems like it.
Serendipity guided the fragments to construct an incomplete version of myself, upon which I began collecting more within wild hunt sites across the land. But each time, the fragments I obtained were hardly worth mentioning. While that which you hold in your hand was my heart.
I know y'all are gonna make jokes about this and start shipping Rurir and Flins. I know you guys. I've already seen it happening. The second that this specific dialogue, for lack of a better word, graced our screens, I know that the artists got to work immediately. The fanfiction writers got to work too. All of you shippers and people got to work the second you saw this text. I know you.
So that's why it responded so strongly to you.
Only by retrieving this most critical piece could I gain mastery over the turbulent Kuvaki energies and be fully reborn.
Hence, you fired that first shot, hoping to regain enough power to seize the fragment from me.
Seems like it.
Are you completely crazy? Weren't you afraid of dying?
Die? Such power has no hope of killing me. It may destroy my form over and over, yet always I rebuild it. It may smash my flesh and crush my bones thousands of times and more, but that is of no consequence to me.
Yeah, keep in mind that since he's one of the five sinners, since he's one of the five sinners of Conria, there's a really high chance he has the Curse of Immortality. So, quote unquote, killing him does nothing in the long run.
Infuriates me, however, is how you've destroyed my heart. All that suffering, everything I endured, and all for nothing.
Want to go another round then? It's gonna turn out the same, you know.
I've adapted to the strength and flow of this Kuvaki. The next cannon shot will multiply my strength immeasurably. It will not be a full restoration, though, but it will be more than enough to destroy any in this world who stand in my way. Still, I suspect the Kuvaki will have rendered you down to nutrients for my consumption well before you have the time to kneel before me.
Not gonna happen.
Traveler,
What's up?
behind you! Look at that light!
Oh, the cannon's firing, isn't it? A short while earlier.
Dang it! Who fired up the cannon without my say-so?
Its defensive barrier has also been activated, likely in anticipation of interference by malicious actors.
Rare.
The air is thick with fear and anxiety. It's spooking the birds and beasts. What exactly is going on?
Rare.
You're here.
Mr.
Looks like
Sinnerman.
This is all part of Rare's plan. Not only did he plant seeds of suspicion in people's hearts, seems he's now igniting them.
Stop the cannon.
Yehoda's gone in to scout out the situation. She'll be back any minute.
And here she is.
I'm back! Oh, it's bad out there. Rumors flying everywhere you turn. Something about
Stuff's on fire.
to spawn a wave of monsters, the likes of which we've never seen before.
Stuff's on fire. I know, you have a Hydra vision. Get on it.
But that's not even the worst of it.
Ah, boy.
Lots of folks don't even believe the cannon can prevent this crisis. So they're getting ready to make a run for it. Others are trying to make a quick buck out of this whole mess.
Because of course they are.
How could they still be thinking about Mora when such a catastrophe is imminent?
I don't know. Humans are greedy.
Unprecedented danger brings unprecedented
Greedy.
opportunities in its wake. A chaotic situation can bury much wrongdoing.
I guess.
Even those who flee without reserve put themselves at the mercy of the divine. Is it any wonder, then, that some will aim to profit? After all, a gamble that might rewrite one's entire life is hard to come by.
Fair enough. You got me there.
Even so.
Well, seeing as you disapprove of their actions so strongly, Lady Moonchanter, I suggest that you be the one to handle them. Not like that's the only major problem on our plate right now.
Yeah.
Affirmative. We must quell the chaos in Nasha Town as soon as possible. Also, the unexpected activation of the cannon entails a high risk of incorrect operation. This must be stopped in a timely manner.
Yep.
Well, about that, people have been talking about how someone might come to stop the cannon. They've decided they won't let anyone in.
Yes.
What? I made that thing! They can't just take it from me! Ooh, let me over there. What are they gonna do? Stop me?
Yes.
They might, if Rerir has already formulated some countermeasure. For example, he might have spread a rumor that the Wild Hunt would take your form.
So, charging in guns, charging in like a blazing fire is a bad idea.
If they view the cannon as Nasha Town's only hope, they are likely to conclude that anyone who tries to stop it must be with the Wild Hunt.
Yep.
We will face strong resistance, but they're just ordinary people. Brute force must be avoided, if possible.
There's no time. Let's go into the town. I'll find some way to calm the townspeople. You find a way to stop the cannon.
Got it.
Oh, you're back. And you have a letter? The traveler won't make it back in time. So they're heading straight over to Star Sand Shoal instead.
Yep.
Wait, what? Isn't that the cannon's target? Why would he go there?
Assessing risk level. Maximum.
So if we can't prevent the cannon from being fired...
Then we all die.
Then he's prepared for the worst.
Yep. Where are you going?
And we must ensure that his trust in us is not misplaced. Let's go.
Who are we controlling? Lava and Eva? What are we doing? We're controlling lava. Wait, can I? Okay, literally our only option is walking. We do not have access to our combat abilities. Which makes... Oh, we can't even jump. That's concerning. Stuff's on fire. Why is stuff on fire?
Most of those we've met so far have been attempting to escape, so they haven't gotten in our way. But it won't be so easy from here on out. Looks like they formed groups to protect the cannon. If they believe that we're with the Wild Hunt, we'll have no choice but to force our way through.
Sadly.
Is that Lady Lama? But are you really her?
It's you, Rixa. I believe you recognize this power, having lived on Hisi Island for so long. It is not something that anyone else could imitate.
I do, yes. So it really is you, my lady. But why are you here? Really, I believe you, but the others, well, they'll be on high alert.
Naturally.
The townspeople have been misled into believing that they needed to activate the cannon. I am here to stop them.
But...
I know what you wish to say. Our island and Nasha Town have never had close ties. There should be no reason for me to intervene.
But...
But you chose to leave the island. You had the resolve and the courage to start a new life.
And if we don't stop that cannon, that new life will go to waste.
It is unfair. unjust that you should be dragged into this mess just as that life was about to begin.
Well, that's a bit of a nicer way to put it, but yeah, pretty much.
I seek to redress this injustice, not only for you, but for everyone here who wishes to live their lives free from this chaos. Please, have faith in our long-standing friendship, and that this
Just
is
look
where
perpetually
my heart
angry.
has led me.
Thank you, my lady. Thank you. Please help us.
Then come. I need you to step forward alongside me, and to do your part too.
All right, I understand.
Seems we chose the right person for the job. All right, everyone. Let us meet again later.
Huh? You're not coming with us?
We won't be able to calm this storm by our power alone. As such, I'll need to contact some, let's call them friends in high places, shall we?
Good deal.
Let's go, Yehoda.
Okay. See you again, everyone. That is, if we can.
You'll be fine. That's the fun part about not being able to complete this quest before the special program. You know everything's gonna be fine, huh?
The road shall be paved with truth, and we shall pave it ourselves.
Okay, there we go.
Lady Moonchanter, it's her. Everyone, it's her.
You're right. Times like these, we must
Alright, so we ended up bursting up so people could know that it's us. We won't let you pass. Proceeds to let us pass. Hello.
Lady Moonchanter, there's a child here.
It's all right now. Go, quickly.
You wretched monsters! You're not getting anywhere near the cannon!
The monsters you fear do not exist here. The madness you have fallen to has been the source of untold disasters.
You think we had a choice?
Destiny is no excuse for greed and destruction. The choice has always been yours to make, and it remains so, even now.
Thank you for bringing us here. We can quickly overcome the barrier by going upward from over there.
Good deal, Nefa.
The cannon is all yours now.
Got it. Thanks, Lauma. Inefa, give her a crankake.
Orders received and immediately deferred. Departure takes priority.
Nefa's like, there will be
Please,
time for
everyone,
snacks later. We have to
listen to
save
me.
the world.
I will not deny that we hold different beliefs, but in the face of the immense threat that hangs above us all, we must persist in trusting one another. Otherwise, rifts will surely form, prized open by those who harbor ulterior motives. If your fear is born of helplessness, if you flee because you know not how to fight, then follow me, you who are lost.
A very moving speech.
I am no god, as we hold our candles steady and unite beneath the same moonlight, no deception or rumors can be concealed from us. Let us resolve then to defend ourselves and to stand firm against the false illusions by which our foe seeks to beguile us.
More dialogue? Looks like more dialogue, yeah. Oh, we're just full on controlling Anefa.
Let's go, Anefa. This way up.
Well, Anefa and I know. Poof! Hello? Poof!
This is making me busier than I expected.
Oh, somebody please clip this.
Adjusting route. Make ready.
Just Anefa riding the moon lane and just carrying Ino on her shoulder. That is hilarious.
Out of the way, small fry.
To fair fall. Poof. Nope.
What happened to the path?
Track missing. Fall imminent.
Come on, come on, come on! Get out of there! Whoa, nice!
Nope, we're good. We are great and grand.
Brace for impact.
Yeah! Right. There's Yehoda, there's Llama. Nefer's just inside. And enough of being awesome.
Knuckle Duckle, what are you doing here? Ning-dang water bomb!
Cleanup sequence initiated. Preparing for dust up.
Silk claw! Look, a rainbow!
Insulation chamber deployed. Interference detected. Entering countermeasure mode. Ultimatum protocol.
Yeah, we did it!
This isn't good enough, we gotta hurry!
Scanning. Kuvaki ammunition fully loaded. Preheating complete. The cannon is going through its final pre-fire checks.
Alright, let's hit the emergency brake.
Assessment. Not enough time. Emergency brake will cause internal explosion of stored Kuvaki. Damage assessment. Incalculable. Nasha Town likely to be blasted skyward.
No, I mean a manual brake, the primitive kind.
A manual brake. Understood. Roger that. We are out of time.
Perhaps you're right. Why aren't you running?
Sigisato passa sax, intili potuvitos. In necritus necrus baptisi, que isondes tu zonos pentusi. Osesticos palatin tirantur resurcu, topirtu aethion veraton.
Well, looks like we were too late. And Revere has his body back. Uh-oh. Oh boy. So that's what happened. I'm guessing he was able to absorb Kuvaki from offshoots of that main beam, and absorbed just enough to get his body repaired.
Well, that's not good.
That's an understatement.
Sluggish, torpid. This body is a disappointment.
Oh, I had to reactivate auto mode.
I can barely muster 10% of my original strength. You've ruined everything again.
Let me guess. You didn't get a human body back, did you?
Oh, never mind.
What's with him?
I don't know. This is bad. His presence feels completely different now. He's even stronger than before. Oh, that makes me nervous when we have to fight him.
Grinddaughter.
Watch out! Whatever rationality he still had when he was searching for his body is gone. All that's left is the calamity you see before you. A monster fueled by nothing but his own obsession.
There's not having a heart, being human. It's all irrelevant. Completely and utterly insignificant. You matter not. Does anything else none of it matters to me! Fools. Time to die!
Well, here we go. Oh, it's another cutscene.
You too have the potential to be driven mad by knowledge. But the truths you seek are so insipid. How laughable that you should die for their sake.
Oh. What was that?
You're wrong.
Oh. Hello, Sandrone.
The unknown is but a fog to be dispersed. Knowledge is the true pillar of the world.
Thanks for the backup. I thought you hated us.
You're not the only one who got stronger. Polonia!
Okay. Oh. Oh, wow. Okay, you're just not leaving any openings. I thought that's not Kubaki. Jeez. Hello. How do we survive that? I'm realizing that Polonia is very dapper.
No, wait! This isn't over!
What just happened? What was that? I don't know what that was. What?
We're safe?
Apparently. Wait, did Columbina save
It
us?
seems this young lady aided in our escape. You have my sincere gratitude, dear madam. The flowers here bloom in such peaceful silence. I imagine you would not have invited anyone here were it not an emergency.
Talk about a good shoji.
Oh? I take it that means you've been here before then?
A few times.
In that case, I count myself fortunate to be your associate.
Columbina! What did you do that for? I studied his abilities inside out. Equipped Polonia with comprehensive countermeasures. We were going to settle the score.
But he still broke through, did he not?
What? You expect a battle to be completely one-sided? I just no sense of honor whatsoever. Polonia would have been fine in a head-on clash. But battles just... get chaotic!
Oh, so you actually thought you could win? Have you been taking care of yourself lately? Your calculations seem to have deviated quite seriously. Perhaps you could try sleeping and rising earlier. Or you could adopt my previous recommendation and...
Hey, listen here, Columbina. I tolerated your nonsense previously because we were colleagues. There's a Fatui warrant out on your head, and don't you forget that. Don't make me fight you right here and now.
You really think that's gonna end well?
I was just a little concerned about you, that's all. Just like that time when you weren't making any progress with your research. So you went and cooped yourself up all alone.
That was none of your business! And don't you ever drag me out to one of your freaky hovels again! Come on, Polonia! We're leaving!
Okay, bye.
Well, anyway, thank you.
We would have been in a tight spot without you.
I was worried about you, too. Not only because the remains of the eternal moon goddess cannot fall into his hands, but also because you've done much for me yourselves. And then well, I brought your associate along for the ride too. But that was as much as I could do.
Hey, any
You're
help
not afraid
is
to speak
welcome.
your mind, miss. I like that. Please call me Flins. It is my honor to make the acquaintance of one such as yourself.
What do we do now? Rurer's gotten stronger again. At this point, it doesn't seem like we can beat him.
Nope.
We did block most of the Kuvaki, so I'd say we've put a lid on his plans for now at least. But we still don't know what his aims are, and he may continue gathering power. So we must be very careful.
After you left, I could no longer sense his presence.
That means it's safe out there for now, right?
Yeah, emphasis on the for
A
now.
question, if I may, kind Miss Columbina.
Miss
When the
Columbine.
cannon's Kuvaki beam was deflected earlier, I saw several bolts of energy streak toward Hisi Island, only to be blocked. Did you also have a hand in that?
No.
I see. Curious.
Oh yeah, the cannon veered off course in the end, didn't it? Paimon wonders how Aino and the others are doing. Let's head back and check on them.
Probably a good
In
idea.
that case, Miss Columbina, I shall not disturb your serenity any longer. Thank you once again for coming to the rescue.
Go now, all of you. Do not worry.
Thank you. I cannot.
My strength still isn't returning.
That's concerning.
It seems my time is running out.
That's even more concerning. In all honesty, I cannot wait for if and when she becomes playable. Rest beyond reach. Return to Nasha Town. What was that great thing? Okay, it was nothing. That was me just ever so slightly hallucinating. We're fine. convenes, recounting what happened to them, and
Fortunately, we
sharing
were able to minimize
something.
the harm. Only a few townspeople were hurt.
Good.
But the Ray Hero Solnari has now gained a complete form, while we still know nothing about his goals.
Not
It
really
seems we have done
looking
something
great.
akin to releasing a vicious Kukusaur into the wild. I'm sorry. Is no one here familiar with Kukusaurs?
So far, you're the lone
I'm
hero
on
aside
board
from
with
me.
you mean, but that analogy seems more than slightly understated.
He said that this world means nothing to him, so it is possible that he doesn't have a reason to fight us at the moment.
Yeah, but he also said that in a
If
fit of
his
mania,
objective had
so...
been revenge alone, we would likely have no recourse.
Is there, still time for me to tender my resignation? Just kidding, just kidding. Don't worry, boss. I know there's no running now.
So my cannon, my pride and joy was a hindrance rather than a help. You know what? I'm gonna dismantle it right now.
This wasn't your fault, I know, nor was it the cannons.
That's right. And it still works on normal wild hunt anomalies. Don't let this get you down, I know.
Flins, we'll need you to attend to the aftermath with the Lightkeepers. Don't worry, I've explained everything to them. You're in the clear.
Yay.
My thanks. For that and for everything else I hear you did to help us arrive at the truth.
Had you been willing to show yourself in public more often, you would not have been so easy to isolate, you know.
Yeah, be more social.
Point taken. I will give that some thought. I suppose that's one way I'd benefit from replacing Sergeant Major Sosi.
You mean
Oh?
you're being promoted?
He's joking, Paimon.
Was Paimon the only one who didn't get that?
Probably.
Well, if you've got a moment, would you like to come with me?
Sure.
There's a certain gentleman I'd like to send off on his final journey.
Ah, so see. Fair enough.
This man was like a lighthouse. Here he lived as if it were a mere matter of course, and brought light and grace to those around him. But people, once used to illumination, are apt to ignore the lantern's presence. Slowly, gradually, he came to think as such himself. I have achieved too little. I must do better. There is more work to be done. Perhaps his end was tragic. But I remain proud of the way in which he illuminated the path for others. Every shadow born of the light shall remember it.
Oh, poor guy.
I once heard the tale of a lantern fae.
I've heard that one too.
And I'd like to say the same to him. There's no need to be so fixated on the outcome.
Is that so? Well, you're right. It may seem that our efforts were in vain, that Rerir achieved his goals.
But we're still
But
alive.
we will pursue him to the last, even if the outcome is not what we wish for.
That too.
It is not dissimilar to the role of a graveyard keeper. We do not seek to bring the dead back to life, only to grant them peace.
I'm glad to hear that's how you see it.
What are you two talking about? Care to explain?
Not right now, Paimon. I'll tell you when we get back.
Okay.
Either way, the Lantern Fae is not playing the leading role in these final rites. Lightbearer, with your blood you have paved the road to glory and justice. even as we hurry on, bruised and battered though we may be, stay a while and look back upon the world and all its love and hatred, until it closes its eyes in the depths of night, and a lantern lit for you alone flickers softly into life. Thank you for everything, Sergeant Major Sosi.
Follow Luanatar. Chef Nefan Lama, Neferni Yehuda, I know in Flins, or for whatever reason.
Hey, it's Luanatar! Should we go after her? Or do you have someone else you'd like to meet?
Nah, let's follow Moon Baby.
Demons do not stop for the rain. Move.
Yes, I know, Pookie, I know. I know. Puns. I don't know why I said it like that. Alright, what's up? Poof. Columbina? What is she doing?
Columbina! What are you doing here?
That's what I'm wondering.
Was it not you who recommended such walkabouts to me?
Fair enough.
Yeah? But aren't you afraid the Fatui will see you?
Zandrone seems uninterested in my capture, and the others are unlikely to risk making contact at all. They have more troublesome affairs to deal with.
Fair. Rare, if I had to guess, he's a threat to all who live in Notcry. Oh yeah.
Well, it's good to come out for a walk either way. So, how do you feel? Is Nasha Town to your liking?
The flow of Kuvaki is somewhat turbulent, and the people are ill at ease. However, is this where you purchased the dishes you treated me to?
Well, where we got the
That's what
ingredients.
she's concerned about? Berries and fried meat? Well, we can take you to grab a bite if you'd like to. There's all sorts of delicious stuff out here that you won't get to try at home.
You've been quite subdued. Thorny questions on your mind, perhaps?
I'm concerned about Revere.
Couldn't gain any insight into his schemes, I fear.
Darn.
Now that he has donned a shape and form, selling his power short would prove a fatal error.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But that power of his plays host to an obsession that borders on mania. I cannot say if that fixation is directed at the moons or at something else.
Maybe we'll learn in 10
Perhaps
days.
understanding the subject of his fixation shall prove key to repelling him in the future.
Let's talk about the Fatui.
Well, Zandrone's daily routine is highly irregular, while the doctor often orders people around. As for Arlecchino... Was that not what you were curious about? Well then, have you been to that experimental design bureau of theirs?
I have.
That weapon will play a key role in the Tsaritsa's plan. That's what I've heard, anyway.
Interesting
And what
insight.
plan is that precisely? Well, I cannot say I care.
I've been thinking about our
I
spaceship
could look
too.
into the Eternal Moon's marrow for you, if you wish it so. But after our previous attempt, I suspect your spaceship has been intentionally hidden away. Perhaps someone
Hidden
has
away.
certain truths they wish to hide from you, or from others. And I doubt there are many who could accomplish such a feat.
That's all.
Still wish to return to the moon that belongs to me. That is where the answers lie buried. That is my true home.
And with that, that's all Archon Quest for version 6.0, otherwise known as Luna 1. Oh, there's more.
Interesting. You followed me this far. Why not show your face?
Haha! Right, right. Right you are. I forgot to introduce myself.
Varka?
The name's Varka, Knight of Boreas, and Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius.
There he is. There he is. Alright, other stuff we gotta claim. So, claim that. And Flint's material. And then, in addition, we have that. And we also have these. And finally, we have this. And now let's uselessly pour it all into Flint's banner and get absolutely nothing. 3-star. Three-star. Four-star. I know. Another 4-star. I know again. Well, please be a 5-star. No, that would have been very funny, but that's not gonna happen. Use that on that. And that on that. Bang, bang. Three-star. And then we have a standard. So let's use that. 4-star. Sayo. Well, now we have constellations to give out. Right on the edge. Ah well. Anyways, that's honestly a pretty good place to stop. Wrong screen. I need this one. Okay. So yeah, that's all for Archon Quest. Probably no Genshin next week, because of course That's kind of my habit with the last week of an update, to not stream Genshin Impact, but the next time we stream this beautiful, beautiful game, we will be continuing the story. What we'll probably end up doing is next week will be a more Honkai focused week, so we can like really start getting caught up with the story, because phase 2 of the update will be beginning. We'll have a free 5-star in the form of the new Dawn Hung. It'll be great, all that wonderfulness. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this stream and you're on the YouTube side of things, then please be sure to comment, like, subscribe, and as always, stay awesome. And if you're one of the lovely people who decided to take time out of your day, afternoon, or evening to come watch this stream live as it is happening, or you're here for the 2 weeks that it's on Twitch before it transferred over, then please be sure to drop a follow and maybe even a subscription if you have not done so already. Small reminder that those with Twitch Prime are able to get a free 1-month subscription to a streamer of their choosing. So if you have not used that with someone else, I encourage you to use that here. And as always, long live the rebellion, and good night.